Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, LR Blue KAIOKEN Goku and Evolution Blue VEGETA has arrived on Global Dokkan. I think that this is definitely one of the more fun characters that Dokkan has released this year, even as an EZA character. You guys know that I'm definitely the defense guy. I mean, people kind of like, almost I feel like mistakenly think of me as the dodge guy, but I do accept the role as the defense guy for sure. This is a character that is mostly offensive based, but they're pretty well balanced. They do have a very respectable defensive level that they can hit for how much offensive firepower they have. I don't really consider them like a defensive zero or something like that. Most of the time, they're probably not going to be able to hang in there against the biggest tier of super attacks. I'm not even talking like LR Goku and Frieza, or the Goku and Frieza boss fight, because, I mean, that's literally only slot 1. They only super in slot 1. This is not a slot 1 character, so, like, they're not even factoring into that, right? This character, I mean, I am going to put a clip from when I took them into the Goku and Frieza fight. We got their active skill. I mean, they are capable of tanking Goku and Frieza's normals and stuff like that. So, like, they could work in that fight. There are a lot of locking fights in the 9th anniversary and Tanabata, like, difficult fight metas. It's not like global players get the Trunks fight. It's not just Trunks, right? You're going to get the Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo fight, the Beast Gohan Supreme Magnificent Battle fight, eventually the Goku and Frieza fight. Like, they have a locking is just a very powerful boss mechanic. Our characters are so good, including this one right here, that they need to give the bosses the BS in order to even be able to challenge these busted characters. So, I jumped into the Supreme Magnificent Battle UI Goku fight, not the one that just hit global. This is a second UI Goku fight, which is much harder. It's only 2 phases. This base Goku UI sign right here builds up. Okay, actually, we... probably not the greatest opening rotation we could have right there. No, no, that's great. That's good. So here's by the way, I hate this character's aura. I mean, maybe this is just me being a boomer, but I really, like, can you tell me what the orbs that, like, right above Goku's head, what color are those orbs, man? I can't tell. Okay, they're STR orbs. I can't, like, the aura is so overpowering. But one huge thing about this character, right, that they did was give them the rainbow orb changing. I think just completely changes the game for this character. Makes them so powerful, having that rainbow orb changing ability. Rainbow orb changing, in my opinion, is one of the very strongest things a character can do, having rainbow orb changing. So being able to have access to that just makes them a very consistent... Like, this is the thing about this character. I would consider them very consistent, you know, because they're creating their own rainbow orbs. And a lot of times in my experience, you know, even one rainbow orb changer can be enough to feed pretty much the whole team. It's a very powerful ability. That's why, like, I don't really think that, like, you know, 9th anniversary Blue Gogeta, he's not going to fall off overnight. Eventually, I mean, he's already at the point where he could take a lot of damage if he's not dodging, sure. But, like, that rainbow orb changing is just so valuable. So good to have on, like, a top tier character. Now, UI Sign Goku R's. Okay, he does dodge that, nice. We got a couple of support buffs we kicked in for them. All right, so they're at 16.8 million. They have one of my favorite mechanics a character can have in the game, which is guaranteed crits at 24 key. All right, we're getting normals. So with every rainbow orb we get, they get a 7% chance to crit, 7% damage reduction. An additional that has a 50% chance to be a super, and then get up to 3 additionals per turn. So they can have a decent amount of damage reduction, along with a fair amount of defense if they get a lot of orbs and get a lot of super attacks as well, right? They could debuff, they're creating rainbow orbs, they're doing guaranteed crits, they do a lot of super attacks. This character does bring a lot to the table. Now, again, they are a character that could be susceptible to locking bosses, right? If this character gets locked in slot 1, they're dead, right? That's just what's usually going to happen. One thing that is pretty good with them is that in their hidden potential system, you can give them a lot of dodge. I know people are gonna... People really are just, like, obsessed with giving character... yeah, it's funny, I talk about crit a lot. That's the JP friends list. Feels like in this community, when I'm seeing people's builds, more often than not, it's like 30 additional, is what most people in kind of like our community are doing. A character like this, they're not going to need quite so much, because remember, every attack they do has a chance to proc their hidden potential system additional. And like more points in that does not give you a higher chance for it to be a super or anything like that. No matter what, once you proc the hidden potential system additional, it's a 50-50 coin flip on if it's a super or a normal. If it was a guaranteed super, additional, I think would be the best ability, probably by far, even better than like dodge and stuff like that. Like if it was a guaranteed super, oh, dude, it'd be so, I mean, it would be so broken. It would be so good. So good. Because like, look at this character's super attack effects, right? When they're doing super after super after super after super, they're 18 key right here. They're getting 100% attack and defense for one turn. They do mega colossal damage to the enemy, and then they greatly lower enemy attack and defense. Now, there are several fights in this 9th anniversary meta where debuffing really does a lot, so that's good. And then their 12 key super, they get 50% attack and defense, colossal damage to the enemy, and even lower enemy attack and defense. Now, I have... oh, you know, we don't actually have a Goku on this rotation. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't. In order for 17 and 18, this one right here in the middle, to be a nice 2-turn support character, they would need, unfortunately, a Goku on rotation, which we don't have. So that's a little unfortunate. Probably should have maybe saved more of the Rainbow Orbs, but whatever, we're looking good. All right, so let's go ahead and drop this on the enemy. Now, this Team Universe 7, they are going to give 2-turn support to Blue Kaioken, Evolution Blue Vegeta, so we can hopefully get a lot of damage coming from them. I've kind of gone over a lot of this character. I mean, they're pretty kind of like, well, I don't know if I want to call them basic, but like it's very, you know, it's kind of easy to understand what makes this Goku and Vegeta good. A lot of the best characters in the game at this point just have guaranteed ways to crit, which really opens up you to, you know, being able to go in different routes with the hidden potential system. I do think giving, you know, you're going to want some additional for sure, right? You know, at least 10 plus. You probably don't want to go past 15 with how much attacks they do. You're just going to get diminishing returns, because it's like, if your first attack procs the hidden potential system, all those extra attacks you're doing, like it's not going to proc anything, right? So something like 10 to 15 additional. I mean, you could go raw defense with them. I probably wouldn't recommend it. I think like you're like the attacks you're going to tank, they're going to tank anyway. And I don't think that like raw defense is going to change the scope of what this character is going to be able to tank or anything like that. I don't think so. So I would either recommend, you know, like give them like 10 additional and then like dodge or like raw attack or something like that. Again, crits will do nothing for them. It's going to be very consistent, very common for them to be at 24 key, right? It's usually pretty easy. So like, let's hit this right here. They will be able to get some attacks in for sure. We can hit this. The reason it's so easy for them, by the way, is because they get an extra 2 key per rainbow key sphere. So it's like they're getting 3 key per rainbow key sphere. Remember, they're going to link good with all these Tournament of Power characters, right? I mean, global, you guys are going to get the 6th anniversary EZA soon. I don't know where some of the Tanabata characters are going to pop in. I'm seeing a lot of talk of like, oh, maybe part 3 and stuff like that. But like, I feel like Amatsu is pretty clear that these characters aren't coming before the sync, but I mean, people are going to speculate regardless, I guess. But I mean, this character obviously works well. I mean, they have a lot of great 200% leader skills that you can run them on as well. Like if we go ahead and take a look right here, there's just a ton of teams that we can run these guys on, right? I mean, there's, and you know, well, I guess to be fair, only these two are really good. Like, right, like I wouldn't consider all these other, like none of these are good teams. I mean, you could run double ultimate Gohan. Well, you'd run a friend beast, but like if you're like a global player, you could run this guy as your superhero lead and then run like a friend beast Gohan. I mean, he's going to come out only in a couple of days for global here. And like, you know, you would be good to go a full superhero. But I mean, this character, they have a lot of different teams, good teams. You can run them on Broly's team. I do think that they are a legitimate asset on Broly's team, right? You know, if you want to run Broly, Chila, and Lemo, of course, you know, plus Gogeta, plus them to be able to really just create a ton of orbs for them. Like, the best way to build Broly's team, definitely, is with a lot of, like, superhero-type characters. We're dodging this. We're fine. Yep. Easy. 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 Dodging like crazy. All right, on our next rotation, we're going to have access to Tech UI Goku's domain, which is going to give a nice, massive buff to Blue Kaioken and Evolution Blue Vegeta to be able to do a lot of good damage on this next turn to this UI Goku boss. But yeah, they're great. I think Globe players are going to enjoy using this character a lot, love them. I mean, again, even me as the defense guy, like, I adore using this character. I feel like it's always easy to run them on the team with their, you know, kind of, again, consistency. Like, not only are they consistent, but they're going to be able to create more consistency for the rest of the characters on the team, right? Now, we could get a lot of additional normals with them, but here's the good thing. Even if they do an additional normal, outside of, like, the Goku and Frieza fight, they're doing guaranteed crits. So even their additional normals can chip away at the boss, right? Like, that's why, like, my physical Rose build, I gave him, like, full crit, right? Because it's like, when you have a character that's going to do a lot of additional normals, which they're gonna, like, that crit will help you quite a bit. All right, so next turn is going to be really nuts. We'll do exactly this. Boom. Yeah, the Scouter is going to help us out nicely right here. Okay, so let's do this. So, Team Universe 7, they're going to be able to... we don't need to worry about... Well, I don't want too many Rainbow Orbs on the field next turn. That's actually a concern. I'm going to hit this just because, again, I don't want there to be too many Rainbow Orbs next turn. And then we'll hit this right here. Okay, so we are going to have a Mega Juice... can you please dodge, dude? Okay, thank you. We're going to have a Mega Juice turn next turn. We're going to have 2-turn support from Team Universe 7 and 17 and 18, right? And we're going to have Tech UI Goku's domain up, and they probably could kill this Goku. I mean, this UI Goku boss does have a 10% chance to dodge, but we could take him out pretty easily. I'm not the biggest fan. This character is amazing. This is like a top 10 unit in the game right here, this character. But the other 17, 18, I'm not really too high on them. But, I mean, they're guarding. They have you know, type advantage over this Tech UI Goku here. So, I mean, they're guarding with damage reduction against this boss. So that 17 and 18, they're going to be very good if they have type advantage. Like, any damage reduction character is so elite when they have type advantage, too. Because they're guarding with damage reduction. So, this character is always going to be really good to bring against powerful tech bosses. That's the one time I would really consider using this character. I mean, their 2-turn support and scout and stuff like that is very useful, but you got to be able to take hits as well. Okay. Okay, we are going to transform with Gogeta, but we'll do it afterwards, because, I mean, look at the amount of orbs on the field and stuff like that. Here, let's go ahead and transform with Tech UI Goku. This is going to give them 30% extra damage. So they're going to be hitting way harder after we pop this UI Goku domain right here. Okay, I guess I am a tad concerned, though. Okay. Like, looking at this, that's a lot of attacks. Okay, you know what we can do? We can hold back, keep him from getting 24 ki. That is like, dude, Tech UI Goku is going to demolish the enemy Tech UI Goku right here. All right, we'll be able to get 8 orbs is the best we can get with 4 rainbows. Yeah, no matter what, that's the best we're going to get. 4 rainbow orbs with 8 orbs overall is definitely a decent number right there. Let's go ahead and hit that. Again, we have multiple 2-turn support buffs. We're going to have just craziness going on. I'm a little concerned about Tech UI Goku. Could he kill right here? Bro, it could be a little close. I mean, we definitely will kill him on this turn. Between the 3 of them attacking, like, he's dead, but... Alright, let's hope that we're not doing too much... It's already a 3... Oh my god, he might be dead. Oh, damn. I mean, I could just replicate this situation just against an immortal boss or something, I suppose. That's just, that's an awful lot right there. Okay, okay. So, oh, damn, he's up to 24 ki. Shit. Okay, well. Okay, so here's this. So this right here is going to give them a support buff as well. They're going to get an extra, what is it, 59% attack and defense. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. No, dude, okay. Okay. All right, let's see. I just, because I would like Blue Kaioken Evolution Blue Vegeta to actually be able to attack. And unfortunately, we got kind of bad RNG with me wanting them to attack. Hopefully these aren't crits because they're going to do massive damage. Okay. How many is that? 3 or 4? Oh boy. Well, we're getting, this is the Tech UI Goku showcase, I guess. The enemy UI Goku's got a lot of health though. We should be good. I do have a rotation I'm going to play of their active skill turn as well. I can talk about their active skill. Okay, so they're still going to be able to get a nice barrage in right here. And this is them juiced big time. Perfect, here we go. Oh, wow, 27. Yeah, that's, we have a lot of support going on right now. 27, and, you know, they could shoot out, like, 4 more of these. Like, they could just keep going and going and going and going. Okay, yeah, there we go. They can look really, really crazy with their damage. Remember, so every rainbow orb we get, well, to be fair, only 3 rainbow orbs will give them additionals. But each of those could be supers. They're all going to be guaranteed crits. They're creating rainbow orbs, right? It's pretty easy to just run them in like slot 2 or 3. They're capable enough with their damage reduction from rainbow orbs that they're usually not in too much danger, even from really scary boss normals. And obviously they're susceptible, if like you're going to go up against like an AoE boss or a locking boss or something like that, they can be susceptible to those toxic boss mechanics, but overall, I would say they're a great character. The last thing I do want to quickly point out, let me just go ahead and jump over, and I just want to make this point about their active skill, and then we'll show an active skill turn with them. So remember, active skills do not change after EZA. So this is the same active skill it was prior, which is 24 key, 70% attack, which remember, it's an active skill buff, so it's way more than actually 70% attack, and then minus 50% defense for one turn. So what they do here is they added in an ability to kind of like overwrite the defensive loss you have down there. So when your HP is below 50%, they get 70% damage reduction, right? But this is one time only, and it does proc, and as soon as they attack under 50% HP. It's something that could happen mid-turn, right? It's intended that you use this ability with the active skill. I mean, in my opinion, I think that they should have removed this. It's still not something you see super often. And the damage reduction, by the way, does only trigger when they super attack. I thought, you know, maybe Amatsu would have thought, oh my god, they'd be too broken if you could do that all the time. But I don't think so. It would make them a juggernaut defensively in slot 2 or 3, but not slot 1. Literally, like, the hardest bosses in the game almost auto super turn 1. Like, Sword of Hope Trunks, Supreme Magnificent Battle Beast Gohan, Supreme Magnificent Battle Goku and Frieza literally only super in slot 1. So it's like, this is not like a super OP game-breaking ability. That's the only thing, is I wish that this wasn't available only one time. Because you're supposed to pop the active, you get the massive damage, and then this minus defense debuff is just covered up by this, and then you're still getting the extra damage reduction per rainbow orb. So it's like, you'll probably be over 90% damage reduction, right? Not an issue. 4 rainbow orbs, you're at 98% damage reduction. So it doesn't matter how low your defense gets, right? Like, that's the exact intended point of it. Let's see the active skill in action here.
ここで引くわけにはいかねえんだ。カカロットの言う通りだ。俺は貴様に勝たねばならんのだ。行くぞ。海王剣。
Okay, so I mean, I'm gonna put Beast right there. In my efforts to make this 2 videos, a video for Blue KAIOKEN Evolution Blue VEGETA and a video for them as well. Yeah, there's no way Beast is dying, dude. There's no chance. Oh, now we get UI Goku's active? Do we do it? I mean, there's no reason to not do it. Right? Yeah, I mean, this will give him his guaranteed crit ability, even if he's not at 24 key. Which we're not going to be able to right here, right? Wait, do I need to save orbs for next turn? Not really, no. So we could just do this. Yeah, okay, perfect. Beast should be fine here, I'm pretty certain. Because we have Beast... Wait, what? What? Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I've never not seen them super before you could attack. That would have been the first time ever. Pretty sure this is like double digits. Yeah, okay. It's like, I don't know. Bro, I hear people on Twitter, oh my god, Beast, he's not #1 anymore. I mean, to be fair, anything happens and people are going, Beast is not #1 anymore. And then it's just like, you're just like playing the game and then he does that. It's, oh, yeah, well, okay. Right? Like, that's how it goes. It's, oh, like, every 2 seconds, oh, UI Goku's out, Beast is done. This fight came out, Beast is done. I mean, Zero's out. Oh, hidden potential system additional super, yahoo! But actually, if we crit right here, will we be able to do damage? I think you gotta be at 15. Yeah, it's 15. Damn. All right, fellas, what are we doing right here? Show it to us. Okay, nice. That is over the threshold. They're obviously guaranteed critting. They're doing shit here. Pretty good. Beautiful. Super. Nice. Yeah, I think they're above the threshold. They should be doing damage, right? They should be doing damage. They are just over. Oh, yes, dude. Beautiful. Oh, this video was perfect for them. So we saw issues at the start by running them, but then we got a great showing by them at the end. Beautiful.